あなたにだからできる英語の魔法 English at home is fun.
English at home is fun.
Hey everyone, I'm Michael.
Hello.
And this is podcast number 4A, Naho and Michael. Naho, how are you today?
I am super great.
Oh, cool. So how's the weather in Japan today?
How's the weather? Today is sunny and today is very windy.
You better be careful when you go outside because you don't want to blow away. Oh my God, scary!
No, it's not a math test. It's a English test.
And English?
That's great.
Yeah, see, it's a good thing we're talking today. Wow, I didn't know you were taking a test like that. Have you done that before?
Yeah, I did. I did it 2 times.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So tell me about that.
Well, the first time I took the test,
Mm-hmm.
it was 3rd grade.
In 3rd grade.
And
And how was that? Uh-huh.
it was too easy.
It was too easy. Which level did you take in 3rd grade?
Which level? In 3rd grade.
Yeah.
The 3rd level.
Oh, you took the 3rd level in 3rd grade.
Yeah.
And how was that? You said it was too hard?
No, it was too easy.
It was too easy.
And it was very, very... The other kids were staring at me because why? They're really studying from top to bottom.
Uh-huh.
But me, I just done it very fast. And there was 20 minutes left.
Wow. So how long before the test did you study for it?
I studied none.
Nothing. You just walked in and said, here I am. I'll take the test today.
Yeah.
Wow.
At home, actually, I didn't study anything. I was just playing, watching YouTube.
Oh, okay. And so you didn't study, but you went in and you passed the test.
Yeah.
Were you nervous?
I was not.
Not at all.
And after that, I finished the test so quickly. There was 20 minutes left, I guess.
And then what did you do in that 20 minutes?
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I just took a nap on my desk.
Oh, my goodness.
And after I woke up from my nap, there was still 10 minutes, so I slept again.
Oh, wow. So what kind of a test is that? Like, what kind of questions do they ask you? Do you have to, like, write sentences or something, or what?
I'm gonna try, 2nd level tomorrow. At 2nd level, yeah, I have something to write. But from 5 to pre-2nd, there's no writing.
Oh, so what is it? Just choose A, B, C, or D, something like that?
Yeah, choose the word that goes in.
Oh, so there's a sentence with a blank space and you choose the word that goes in.
Yeah.
Interesting. So tomorrow you're taking, so which one are you taking tomorrow?
Which one?
Yeah, which level are you taking tomorrow?
Which level I'm taking tomorrow? As I said, I'm gonna take 2nd level.
The 2nd level. And have you studied really hard for that?
No.
No.
I studied none.
You studied none. You're just going to go in and you're going to wing it. Do you know that phrase? I'm going to wing it.
I didn't know.
If you say, I'm going to wing it means I'm going to do something without preparing beforehand. So you're going to wing it.
Yeah.
All right.
And I don't know if I can pass the test.
Are you nervous?
No.
No, huh? What do you think about the other kids taking the test this weekend? Do you think they're going to be nervous?
I think so.
Wow.
Because most children studied so hard for this step.
So they study hard for it, but
Not me.
not you. But why? Because you're some kind of special angel? Yes, you are. We knew that.
That reminds me of the reason I started to take those tests.
Yeah, that's interesting. Tell me why.
Well, my mom didn't say anything, but I wanted to take it myself.
Uh-huh.
Because the reason is, well...
I think now, how about we talk about a tongue twister? What kind of tongue twister do you want to do today for us?
Well, today's tongue twister is Peter Piper.
Peter Piper? Who is Peter Piper anyway? Is he a famous guy, Peter Piper?
Yes, he's a very famous guy.
And I think this tongue twister talks about something that he does or he did, right?
Yes.
And what did he do, this Peter Piper?
He picked a peck of pickled peppers.
All right, so put that tongue twister all together from the beginning. Go ahead.
Okay, nice and slow.
Mm-hmm.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked?
Wow, that's a lot of P sound.
Yeah. P, it reminds me of P-P-A-P.
I have a pen.
Do you know?
I have an apple.
Yeah.
Pen, apple. Apple, pen.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. The pen, pineapple,
That's
apple
right.
pen.
Can you do that tongue twister any faster than that?
Okay.
Like a medium fast?
Okay. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked?
Nice. Can you do it any faster, maybe?
You mean super fast?
Yeah, I mean super fast.
Okay, I can't do more faster than this. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked?
Wow, awesome. Hey, by the way, I got a question for you. It says Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. What is a peck anyway?
Peck? That doesn't mean one. It means one grab or something?
Okay, and then when you say Peter Piper picked the pickled peppers, right? My image is that he's picking them from some kind of a tree or a plant, right?
Yeah.
But it says they're pickled peppers. How are they pickled if they're on the plant?
I have no idea.
See, these tongue twisters are a mystery. But anyway, you did a great job. And for everyone listening to this podcast today, how fast can you go?
How fast can you go?
Got any good jokes today?
How about clock games?
Clock games. Go ahead.
Okay. What game are little clocks good at?
What game are little clocks good at? I don't know. What game are little clocks good at?
Tick-tock-toe.
Tick-tock-toe!
Because they're always tick-tock-toeing.
Tick-tock-toe, tick-tock-toe, tick-tock-toe. Ring. Awesome. All right. Hey, Naho, I think that's all the time we have today for this podcast. Wow, that was so much fun. What do you think?
It was very fun. Thanks, Michael, and thanks for the listeners for listening to our podcast.
All right. Thank you, Naho, and thanks, listeners, and we'll see you next time right here at English at Home is Fun.
Bye.
Bye.
This podcast is brought to you by English at Home is Fun.
あなたにだからできる英語の魔法 English at home is fun
English at Home is Fun.
All right. I'm Michael.
I'm Noriko.
And this is English at Home is Fun. All right. Noriko, how you doing today?
I'm great, thank you. How about you, Michael?
Yeah, I'm doing super. It's a cool, crisp day here in New York. How's the weather in Nagoya, Japan?
It's getting cooler, I guess, but still I wear kind of light clothes still. But yeah, winter is coming.
Nice.
I love winter. Do you like winter?
No. I'm an anti-winter person. No. I wear many sweaters and layers of clothes in the wintertime.
I see. Yeah, I saw New York. There's so much snow in New York, right?
Oh yeah, it's chilly. That's for sure. So what did you want to talk about today?
Well, here's what I'm thinking about. Podcast. There are many kinds of a podcast, and our podcast is very unique because I'm not native, and you're native, and we're kind of talking. And I love the style because like your podcast. Okay, Michael has a great podcast program for English learner about English grammar or phrasal verbs, and then. Yes, yeah.
That's right. It's the Happy English Podcast, and you can find that at myhappyenglish.com.
I love your program, but also, your program. Why you maybe started this program podcast with us? Because you also think that it's also good to show the conversation. I mean, 2 people or 3 people talking on podcast, because only one person can tell grammar stuff, but you need a company to show how the conversation is going, or how sometimes people mistake and misunderstand. Oh, what did you say? Or that's a conversation. But when you're making program by yourself, you can't you can't say, because you're only one person. Well, sometimes you act.
That's true.
You act like 2. That we are doing here is very sometimes interesting, because you don't know how we're gonna go, and you don't know what I would say.
And we don't know where we're going to go either.
Yeah, that's exactly
sometimes.
Right. Yeah. So, try to find a, interesting podcast to you. And I hope our program and Michael podcast, as he said many times.
Which is.
Yes. Okay, don't
I won't plug it again.
Yeah.
But, that reminds me, and that brings up another good point, which is that a lot of people say, oh, yeah, I practice my listening. I watch CNN News, or I watch the news. And to be honest with you and the listeners, I think watching the news is the worst way to improve your English listening, because the news is one person talking to you in a very formal style. And when you're out there in the world communicating with people in everyday life, whether it's in business or your friends or your neighbors, or you pick up the kids from school and talk to the other moms in English, nobody talks to you like saying, "Good morning, Noriko, and here is what I want to tell you today. Your daughter did a very nice job in school today, and there are several other mothers outside that you can talk to, so please talk to them, and we will see you the next day. Thank you for coming to pick up your child at school." Like, that's the news. The teacher in school doesn't talk like that. So the best thing that you can do to improve your listening is to listen to something like this podcast, where people are having a conversation, or there are other podcasts out there where people have conversations, and it's more than one person, or find some TV as much as listening to people have a chat.
Yeah. Yeah,
so,
that's exactly, because the listeners here who wanted to go to maybe English country like US or UK or whatever, where they supposed to have to speak English, but most of the English learner can't do that. They have a job in their country, and they have a family, and they can't travel like. So we need to find the way we can improve English in our own country, right? Then I think it's a really great idea to have opportunities to speak English with no matter what nationality at least you have to speak English to them. Or now I believe that if your friend is Japanese and you're Japanese, you can communicate in English if you really,
You can?
Yeah, we can.
You mean 2 non-native speakers could actually speak together using their second language?
If you have a passion, if you really want to improve English, maybe set a time like 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Then like a game, we should play game. Like kids love to play game. So if you have a child, I really highly recommend that you just say, "Hey, let's play game, English game." And if you say, if you say a Japanese, one Japanese, and you get lose. I mean, like.
I'm Japanese and my daughter is Japanese, or I'm Japanese and my son is Japanese, and I can't talk to them in English because I'm not a native speaker. But then that means that you shouldn't speak to anybody because you're not a native speaker, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Of course you should speak to them in English. Why not? You know, we said this a few episodes ago. You could always say to your kids, okay, dinner's ready, let's go. Dinner's ready, let's go. Dinner's ready. Hey, eat your broccoli. You have to eat your broccoli. Eat your broccoli. Eat your broccoli. And so I think there's nothing wrong with doing that. But that's another topic. And speaking of topics, listen, I think that is all the time that we have for today's podcast.
Okay.
God, time flies, doesn't it?
Yeah, kind of sad. I want to talk to you more, but maybe
Yeah,
next
me
time.
too. Exactly. Alrighty. Well, thank you everyone for listening today.
Thank you everyone for listening today too. Thank you.
Yeah, and thank you too, Noriko. All right, we'll see you next time right here at English at Home is Fun.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
This podcast is brought to you by English at Home is Fun. Please visit englishathomeisfun.com.
あなたにだからできる英語の魔法 English at home is fun